Will the Los Angeles Lakers form their own big three this summer of LeBron James, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard? What's going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA, and I had to address this rumor because you guys have been in my comments, you guys have been in my tweets, just asking me, Fiz, will the Lakers, get LeBron, PG, and Kawhi this summer? What are the Lakers going to do? Are they going to have their own big three? So, you know what? I just decided to just address it via, of course, the channel and let you guys know my thoughts on it. Okay, so first and foremost, like I always do with any sort of trade scenario, you have to look at, does it even make sense financially? And this, surprisingly, because most of these scenarios that people usually bring up don't usually have a lot of financial validity to them, if you will. This one does, and by that I mean it is possible financially, contractually, for this to work, believe it or not, okay? So the Los Angeles Lakers are going to have 2 maximum salary cap slots this summer, okay? And that is with them waiving Luol Deng or stretching out his contract, or they could trade him to a team for, one of the scenarios that I'll talk about in a little bit. But basically, what does that mean? First part of this plan of signing LeBron James and Paul George is straight up feasible without nothing else happening. Paul George and LeBron James will be free agents this summer because they're going to decline their player options. It is presumed they will decline their player options, so they will become free agents this summer, and that will allow the Lakers to sign both of them. Like I said, James's max salary cap is going to start around 35. Paul George's is about 30 mil, okay? So that in itself is possible. Now, how does Kawhi Leonard work with the Lakers? This one's a little bit more complicated, but still doable, okay? So this would have to be a trade since Kawhi Leonard's under contract with the Spurs, and Kawhi's earning about $20 million a year, okay? And how this would work is, of course, the Lakers are going to have to give value back, but it is important, very important for them to get Deng's contract in the trade package, because that salary is going to really help the salaries match for the trade. So if I were to throw out a potential trade scenario, if you will, now I'm not saying this is exactly what's going to happen, but this is a realistic sort of trade scenario that could be possible, which is a Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, a first-round pick, and Luol Deng to the Spurs for Kawhi Leonard and something else, okay? It could be a pick, it could be another player, but that's basically what the package would look like. Now, Laker fans in my mentions and in my comments could be like, that's too much for Kawhi, whatever it may be. I would argue, why would the Spurs want Lonzo Ball? I don't think he really fits their culture. Kyle Kuzma, I love. I might part with Ingram. I don't know. There's a lot of moving pieces here, but that's basically what a trade package would look like for Kawhi Leonard if you're the Lakers, okay? So what does that leave the Lakers with now? That's going to leave them with LeBron, PG, and Kawhi. Now you got your big three. You still have Brandon Ingram, okay? So either you're trading Kuzma or Ingram, but I'm thinking you're going to keep Ingram here in this scenario. And then you got Josh Hart, okay? And then basically you still have the mid-level exception, which is about $4.4 million you can use to sign free agents. And then you've got pretty much just minimum salaried players to be able to sign. You've got the 25th pick in this year's draft via the Cleveland Cavaliers. You've got the 47th pick in this year's draft. And you saw how important draft picks are, because the Warriors filled out their bench with a guy like Jordan Bell, who ended up being very good. He's a second-round pick, I believe. Second or first round. I'm pretty sure second round. And they basically bought the pick from the Bulls. So cheap labor is going to be very important for this new Big Three, so-called, if it does happen. So that's basically what it would look like, okay? And I don't think it's going to be an issue to sign cheap veterans if they're going to compete for a ring. So that is number one. Does this even make sense financially? So congrats, guys. It does. This could work financially. And a big three could form if they wanted to under the salary cap, okay? Next step is, will it even happen, okay? This one, of course, is more subjective, if you will, but Kawhi Leonard has come out now and said that his preference is the Lakers, okay? So Kawhi is making it known that he prefers the Lakers. Now, other teams thrown into the mix have been, I believe, the Knicks, the Clippers are interested, the Sixers, the Celtics, okay? So a lot of interest here, but Kawhi himself has said the Lakers are his preference. Now, the tricky thing here is the Spurs do not have to abide by that. The Spurs can do whatever the hell they want, okay? They don't have to listen to Kawhi. Kawhi's screwing them over, so they could look to screw Kawhi over. And conventional thinking might tell you, why would you trade, your best player in conference to one of the biggest rivals that you have and see him succeed there? It's better to maybe ship him off east and get him the hell out of the Western Conference, away from your conference, and get as much as you can. And if you look at it from that perspective, the Celtics do have more to offer in terms of players than the Lakers. I mean, you're looking at a Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward maybe package, even a Kyrie Irving, if you will. So the Celtics have more appealing players and more appealing picks. Okay, they still have the Kings pick, I believe, or the Suns pick. I'm drawing a blank here, but they have more assets available that might be better suited than the Lakers do. Okay, so the Spurs could do whatever they want in their best interest. So this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. If I had to bet my money on it today, I do not believe the Spurs will trade Kawhi Leonard to the Lakers. I believe they will trade him elsewhere to a different team. I'm thinking in the Eastern Conference, but that's just my gut feeling because I think they're going to want to screw him over after the way Kawhi has been with them throughout this entire season, okay? So that's number one. Then we take a look at LeBron James and Paul George. I am here on record to say that the Lakers will get either Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. So if I have Kawhi Leonard not going to the Lakers because the Spurs don't trade him, I certainly have Paul George going there. So Paul George, I think, definitely goes to the Lakers. He's from that area. He's always wanted to play for the Lakers. I think this is a clear fit. And so Paul George is going to go to the Lakers. LeBron James, I'm very sort of iffy on the Lakers thing. I still think there's a chance he stays in Cleveland. And to me, and I've been adamant about this. This is in 2020 hindsight. I've been on the Philly train all year long. I think him staying in the Eastern Conference is better for him. I think Philadelphia with Embiid and Simmons and a bunch of shooters around is really going to help him. And he's going to have to not take on a lot of the ball handling with Simmons around. So in that respect, I do not have the Lakers as my number one option for LeBron. I've got Philly, I've got Cleveland, okay? And then I've got the Lakers, okay? So to me, the Lakers are third there. So basically, do I think this happens? I don't, because I believe that Kawhi doesn't get traded to the Lakers, and I believe LeBron signs with the Sixers more than he does with the Lakers, or he might re-sign with the Cavs. And then number three, if it does happen, can this team beat the Warriors? The short answer is yes, they can. Could they sweep them? Probably not. But this is about as good of a chance as you can have. You're talking about Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart. Again, this is just this scenario here. You've got guys that are long, that can play defense, that can hit threes, that can defend, that can shoot, and it would be a matchup nightmare. You've got somebody to guard Kevin Durant. Kawhi Leonard could certainly check him. You've got somebody to guard Steph Curry. You've got somebody to guard Klay Thompson and Draymond Green as well. So this team could certainly beat the Warriors for sure. I don't know about sweep them, but they could certainly beat them for sure. So that would be the scenario here, and I can definitely see this Laker team being very, very good. So there you have it, folks. I hope that answers your question on about the Lakers Big Three. I know Laker fans really wanted to know about this, so there you have it, okay? So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so. I'm about to hit 1,500 subscribers, so really excited about that. I'm going to do a Q&A for you guys, so if you guys have any questions for me, go ahead and drop those in the comments below. And as soon as I hit 1,500, I'm going to be putting out a Q&A video. It could be basketball related, sports related, NFL related, whatever. Or it could be something about my personal life. I don't mind. I'll answer it. Let's see what happens. But with that being said, thank you guys for the support. As always, hit me up on my social media links down below for that. And as always, thanks for watching.